Step right up. The big boss Marquis Harkley is throwing a party, and everyone's invited to the ruins. He's found a new level and he's practically throwing money at people to go explore it. Look at that guy's smile. He's either really generous or he knows something we don't. Either way, the town is buzzing. 300 gold coins for a cup. Now that's what I call a side quest. The crowd is going absolutely bananas. Hattie and Mist are right in the thick of it, soaking up the info. This cup is the big target, but you know it's not going to be easy. 300 gold is enough to set you up for life if you survive. Title drop. Chapter 9 is officially a go. Mist is looking all focused, checking the maps and getting her mind right. She's got that warrior princess vibe even when she's just sitting by a tree. They're preparing to head into the ruins, and you can feel the calm before the storm. Get ready, 'cause things are about to get dungeon crawly. Hattie's giving a crash course in dungeon economics. He's like, look, we don't just need the big cup. We get paid for maps, monster kills, everything. He's thinking 2 steps ahead as always. Mist is listening like a star student. They're making a plan to maximize their loot while minimizing the risk. Smart move, Hattie. Hattie's analyzing the Marquis like a pro gamer. He realizes they're all just meat shields for the big boss's elite army. The Marquis is basically using the mercenaries to safe-check the dungeon. Hattie calls it very smart, but you know he's already planning how to not get used like everyone else. He's playing 4D chess in a world of checkers. Wait, is Mist actually blushing? Hattie says thanks, and the cool-headed knight goes totally red. She's all like, and no, it's just destiny. Hattie's just standing there like, did I say something wrong? It's a sweet little moment in the middle of all the planning. Even elite warriors have a soft side, I guess. Whoa, Mist just totally passed out. 1 minute she's blushing, the next she's hitting the deck. Hattie catches her like a hero, but you can tell he's worried. She's been pushing herself way too hard. This is the danger of being too strong. You forget to listen to your own body. Hang in there, Mist. She's awake, but she's totally faking it. She's like, I'm fine, just a little tired. Hattie's looking at the bags under her eyes like, yeah, right? He knows a sleepless nights when he sees one. She's trying to be the reliable knight, even when she can barely stand. Someone needs to give this girl a nap, and fast. Hattie's having some serious flashbacks. Seeing Mist try to act tough reminds him of the people who raised him. They always said, I'm fine when they were suffering. It's hitting him right in the feels. He's realizing that Mist is just like him, carrying the world on her shoulders. This just made their partnership a whole lot deeper. Hattie's resolve is through the roof. He's like, I've had a rough life, but I'm gonna make sure good things happen to good people. He's ready to pay back Mist's kindness with interest. They're heading for the entrance, and you can tell he's in protector mode now. The ruins are scary, but with Hattie on a mission this personal, the monsters don't stand a chance. Time to dive. Hattie steps into the ruins and he's like, torch? I don't need no stinking torch. He's flexing those failure skills. But wait, something's coming. A huge shadow just popped out of the dark. The other mercenaries are freaking out, and you know this isn't just a regular dungeon bat. Let's see what we're dealing with. Minotaur. We got a bull man and Hattie is literally yawning at this guy. He's like, I've seen bigger. He's comparing this bull to the monsters he fought when he was first dumped in the ruins. To everyone else, it's a boss fight. To Hattie, it's just a warm-up. He's got that, I'm not even trying look on his face that just screams OPMC vibes. Stop. Hammer time, or rather, paralyze time. Hattie just hit the pause button on the Minotaur. 1 second it's charging, the next it's a statue. That purple glow is the last thing this beast is ever gonna see. Hattie's skills are just unfair, man. He's out here playing God while everyone else is playing survival horror. And now for the toxic part of the build. Hattie drops the poison on him, and the Minotaur starts twitching like a glitch-ed character. Hattie pulls out his knife like a chef ready to start prepping. He's like, same business as usual. Poison and paralyze, the ultimate failure combo that never fails. This bull is done for. Easy pickings. Hattie's slicing through this bull like butter. He's actually surprised how soft these monsters are. He's already thinking about the material he needs for Pijamaru's upgrade. He says he's powerless after all, which is the biggest lie in manga history. He's just being humble while standing over a pile of high-level loot. Pijamaru is literally doing a happy dance on Hattie's shoulder. These two are the cutest dungeon-crawling duo ever. Hattie's actually feeling relaxed because he knows his partner has his back. It's not just a master and a slime. It's a real team. Having someone you can trust in a place like this is everything. Team Slime. Represent. Hattie's speedrunning this dungeon. He's already on the 6th floor while everyone else is probably still fighting that first Minotaur. He's checking the map and realizing that he's basically on another level compared to normal people. Pijamaru is the MVP navigator here. They're making this impossible ruins look like a walk in the park. Double kill. Triple kill. Hattie's just clearing rooms with a wave of his hand. It's like he's playing with cheat codes on. He gives Pijamaru a little shout-out for sensing the danger before it even gets close. They're such a smooth team, man. If this keeps up, they'll be at the 15th floor by lunchtime. No one can stop him. Hattie's reminiscing about the real heavy hitters he's fought. We get a glimpse of the White Walkers and the Soul Eater. Guys that look like they're straight out of a nightmare. Compared to them, these ruins are a vacation. He's definitely not underestimating the ruins, but he's also not letting any small fry intimidate him. Experience counts. Folks, look who it is, Professor Ego himself, the Flash Monk Drogety. Hattie ducks into the shadows because you know this guy is nothing but trouble. He's surrounded by two other guys, probably bragging about how cool he is. Hattie's just watching, gathering intel. When someone this loud is in a dungeon, something is bound to go wrong. Drogety's basically reading his own fanfiction out loud. I killed 3 wolves in 1 hit. I'm the Flash Monk. Bro, please. He's so full of himself it's actually painful to watch. He's asking the other guys if they know who he is, and you can see them just nodding along for the money. If only he knew Hattie was right there. And the Jerk of the Year award goes to Drogety. He wants revenge on Mist because she played him in the square. He's literally offering a bag of gold to hunt her down. He's saying he wants to make her regret being born. This guy is not just a clown, he's a straight-up villain. Hattie's eyes are narrowing now. Things just got personal. Okay. This guy just crossed every line. He's talking about capturing and, well, doing horrible things to Mist before killing her. It's absolutely disgusting. You can see Hattie's face in the panel. He is not happy. Drogety has no idea he's just signed his own death warrant by talking like that around Hattie. The Flash Monk is about to face a real nightmare. This guy is a straight-up psycho. He's talking about feeding her to monsters like he's planning a Sunday barbecue. His goons are a bit creeped out, but they're still in for the money. They noticed she was tired when she walked in, so they're planning a real coward's move. They think they found an easy mark, but they're about to find out how wrong they are. Ambush from behind? Really? These guys are the bottom of the barrel. But wait. The boss music just started. Hattie steps out of the dark looking absolutely pissed. He calls them utterly useless and you can feel the air get cold. He's heard enough of their trash talk, and now he's about to take out the trash. Things just got real. Hattie's laying down the law. He's like, I'm not a saint, but you guys make me want to throw up. He's lived through betrayal, so seeing these thugs plot against someone like Mist is more than he can handle. He's standing his ground, 1 man against 3, and he's not flinching an inch. The failure is about to teach him a lesson in ethics. Drogety's still barking, unaware that he's facing a literal god of status effects. He's screaming about killing Hattie, and Hattie's just like, oh, really? I'm gonna feed you to the monsters instead. The reverse card has been played. Hattie's mocking him with his own words, and it's absolutely legendary. Drogety is about to get a reality check. Drogety's going for it, but he might as well be moving through molasses. Hattie's just staring him down, stone cold. He's not even scared. He's looking right into the monk's soul and seeing all that fake bravado. Drogety's screaming like a lunatic, but Hattie is the one in total control. The hype is peaking right now. Bam! 1 word, paralyze. And just like that, the whole crew is frozen. It's like a group photo from hell. Hattie just disabled 3 elite adventurers with a single thought. Look at their faces, total shock, total fear, and absolutely no way to move a muscle. This is what happens when you mess with the wrong E-rank student. The table turn of the century. Hattie is leaning in, whispering in Drogety's ear like a ghost. He's using the guy's own words against him. Who were you gonna kill again? The irony is delicious. Drogety's eyes are practically popping out of his head. He's realized he's totally at Hattie's mercy. And Hattie isn't feeling very merciful today. Now they're begging. Typical bullies, strong when they have the upper hand, but total babies when things go south. Hattie's gave him this dark, scary grin that says, "Actually, I'm enjoying this." He's realizing that taking out pieces of work like them is his true calling. He looks like a total villain here, but we know he's the hero we need. Hattie's getting deep again. He's thinking about his aunt and uncle, and how miskindness is the real deal. He's not doing this for reward or fame. He's doing it because it's the right thing for him. He calls it self-righteousness, but we call it being a legend. He's decided to be Mist's shield, whether she knows it or not. No regrets, no merci. Hattie is done playing around. He's determined to finish this properly so it doesn't come back to bite him. He's got that cold-blooded killer look back in his eyes. He's not gonna let these guys say it's all right ever again. He's the judge, jury, and executioner now. The tension is through the roof. Listen to those footsteps. That's a whole mob of monsters coming for lunch. Hattie just walks away like a total boss while the thugs are stuck like statues. They're screaming for help, but Hattie's already out the door. He's like, "You wanted fodder? You got it." What a cold, epic way to end the chapter. Justice has been served, and it was delicious. Hattie's just minding his business on level 14 when a whole squad of mercs pulls up. These guys aren't looking for smoke, though, they're actually worried. They're asking if anything weird has happened. You know, it's a serious situation when the pros start getting nervous. Hattie's just playing it cool, like he's just another face in the crowd. The Saber Tiger crew is spilling the tea, and it's some scary stuff. They're finding monster bodies everywhere, but there's not a single scratch on them. It's like they just stopped living. Whether it's a tiny bat or a big old bull, they're all dropping the same way. The town talk is basically a horror movie right now. No one knows what's doing it, except for us, of course. The mercs are coming up with all kinds of theories, curses, poison gas, you name it. They're even blaming the big trophy everyone's looking for. Hattie's just standing there like, wow, that's crazy, while knowing he's the one who caused the whole mess. His clean kills are becoming a legend of their own. Talk about being too good at your job. Big Sis from the Saber Tigers is actually a real one. She sees Hattie and thinks he's just some rookie in over his head, so she offers him a ride back to the safe zone. Hattie's like, "Thanks, but I gotta stay with my friends." By friends, he probably means Pijamaru and his revenge plan. She tells him not to be reckless, but we all know Hattie is the most dangerous thing in this dungeon. Hattie's having a little heart-to-heart with Pijamaru. He realizes that leaving a dungeon full of perfect corpses is basically like leaving a business card. It's a huge clue that someone with unique skills is crawling around. But hey, as long as they're scared of curses and ghosts, Hattie can keep doing his thing. Stealth level 100. Title drop. Chapter 10 is officially here, and we're looking at Mist, or should I say Seras. She's looking all elegant even in a nightgown. This chapter is called A Knight's Promise, so you know we're about to get some serious character development. The ruins are tough, but the promises we keep are what really matters. Let's get back to the action. Level 17. Baby, we're getting deep now. Hattie's peeking into this massive room like he's about to enter a boss arena. You can just feel the tension in the air. This place looks abandoned, but in a dungeon like this, nothing is ever truly empty. Hattie's got his hand on his skills, ready for whatever's hiding in the dark. Don't blink. This room is full of statues, and you know that's never a good sign in a fantasy world. Hattie's asking Pijamaru for a vibe check, but even the slime is like, I dunno, man. Hattie's comparing it to the Soul Eater encounter. He's not falling for the "it's just art" excuse. He's expecting an ambush any second now. Bingo! The stone guy thought he could get the jump on Hattie, but Hattie was already mid-cast. Paralyze and poison. The classic 1-2 punch is back. The gargoyle is literally frozen in the middle of a scream. Hattie's reflexes are just insane. He's out here turning bosses into garden ornaments before they can even land a hit. The bigger they are, the harder they shatter. The gargoyle tried to move while paralyzed, and its own body just couldn't take the strain. Talk about a cell phone. Hattie's just standing there like, phew, that was almost a workout. He's making this look way too easy. Level 17 Guardian? More like level 17 piece of rubble. There it is. The Dragon Eye Sake Cup. 300 gold coins just sitting there. Hattie's about to grab it and go home a rich man. But wait. A wild challenger appears. Someone just came flying out of the dark with a sword. Hattie barely has time to react. Looks like he's not the only one who found the treasure room. Wait. Missed. That was her? They're both staring at each other like they just saw a ghost. It's that classic Spider-Man pointing moment but with swords and magic. Hattie's like, "Oh, it's you." And Mist is like, "So, it's you." They both made it to the bottom. Talk about an awkward reunion in a dungeon treasure room. What now, guys? The sword fight is over. And now it's just two awkward adventurers in a room full of gold. Mist is actually a bit embarrassed. She thought she was the only one who could make it this far. Then Hattie just hands her the trophy like it's a piece of junk mail. He's like, "You want this? It's yours." Mist's eyes are about to pop out of her head. Who just gives away 300 gold? Mist is taking this really seriously. She's practically bowing to him now. She's like, "I don't have that kind of cash, but I have my sword." She's ready to pay back the 300 gold with her literal life. It's that honorable knight energy coming out. Hattie's just standing there with his hand on his hip, probably thinking this got way more formal than it needed to be. Okay, Mist just went full, "I am your servant now" mode. She's talking about body and soul and asking for commands. Hattie's like, "Whoa, let's take it back a notch." He's totally not used to people being this intense about a gift. He's trying to tell her they're equals, but she's not having it. This reunion just got a whole lot more complicated. Hattie's actually laughing. He says he's a lenient guy who likes beautiful things. Don't think we didn't catch that smooth talk. Hattie, he's basically blushing beneath that mask. Then he drops a bombshell. He didn't even want the cup. He's after something hiding under the pedestal. The guy's always 3 steps ahead of everyone else. Hidden stairs. This place is basically an Indiana Jones movie. Hattie just casually finds a secret door under the treasure chest. He's heading down to the next level to grill some more monsters. Mist is right behind him, calling him Hattie Dono now. Looks like they're officially a duo. Get ready for level 18, I guess? Mist is taking her new job seriously. She's like, "Since you're a magic guy, you're gonna get tired carrying all that mana around. Let me handle the front lines." She really thinks Hattie needs protection. It's kind of cute, honestly. She's ready to be the tank for his DPS. Hattie's just watching her with those intense eyes, thinking about his next move. Okay, look at those stats. Over 58,000 MP. Hattie is basic rules of the road. Hattie's like, 1. Don't talk about me. 2. Don't ask about me. 3. Tell me everything about this world. Mist is totally on board. She's looked so determined in this panel. Like she's finally found a cause worth fighting for. "I will protect Hattie Dono even if it costs my life." That's some heavy talk right there. Hattie's got a soft side after all. He's looking at Mist and seeing how beat she is. She's got those dark circles under her eyes. Girl needs a nap. He's thinking about using a skill just to let her sleep. He's realized that her honorable attitude is gonna get her killed if she doesn't take care of herself. He's basically her bodyguard now. Exploring time. This panel just looks epic. Like they're walking through a haunted cathedral. You can see the magic floating in the air. They're not just two strangers anymore. They're a team. No more talking, just that focused energy. They're ready for whatever monster is hiding in the next room. This duo is getting dangerous. Whoops! Mist just went into combat mode. She sensed something monster-y nearby. Hattie's like, wait, don't kill him. He's realized that Mist might accidentally slice up his best bud. He says he's gonna introduce her to a friend. I can't wait to see her face when she sees what's hiding in his pocket. Meet Pijamaru. Look at Mist's face. She's totally confused but also kinda charmed. She's even poking him. Pijamaru's giving her a little paipu song, and she says she feels strangely calm. I guess Pijamaru's got that therapy slime energy. The crew is complete. A failure, a knight, and a musical blob. Best team ever. Pijamaru is a total flirt. He's already vibing with Mist, and Hattie's actually a little jealous. He's like, hey, remember who fed you all those mana stones, buddy? You can see the smile on Hattie's face, and Mist is just beaming. This is the first time Hattie's had a real group since he got summoned. It's almost nice. Monster alert. And this one looks like a giant, ripped carrot with arms and legs. Totally weird. Mist is like, sit back, Hattie-dano. I got this one. She's identified it as a golden eye, which basically means it's a high-tier mob. She's looking so confident right now. It's time for the High Elf Knight to show us what she's really made of. Whoa, Mist is a total blur. She's out here screaming and slashing like a Tasmanian devil. You can't even see her sword, just these huge white streaks across the panel. She's moving so fast the monster doesn't even know it's being turned into a salad. This is pure High Elf dominance. Hattie's just watching, and honestly, so am I. Total annihilation. The Carrot Man is history. Look at that panel, just blood and chunks everywhere. Mist is standing in the middle of it all, looking like a total queen. She didn't even break a sweat. If I was a monster in this dungeon, I'd be running the other way right about now. She's not just a pretty face. She's a killing machine. Hattie's having a moment. He's looking at Mist and thinking, man, it's actually pretty cool to have someone watching my back. He's lived so long thinking everyone was trash. But Mist just proved him wrong. They're a real team now. Mist turns around with this big, proud smile and says, let's move on. And just like that, the chapter ends on a high note. Level 18, here we come. Hattie and Mist found a glowing marble. Hattie's seen this kind of tech before. He's like, if I give this thing a little spark of my mana, that door's gonna slide right open. It's like a high-stakes keycard reader. They're about to crack the seal on the next part of the ruins. Hattie's got that, I know what I'm doing energy. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Door open. Time for a little break time. Hattie's getting curious. He's asking Mist the big questions. What's the deal with those gold-eyed freaks versus a cute little blob like Pijamaru? He's trying to learn the rules of this game from a pro. Mist is ready to give us a lore dump, and I'm all ears. Knowledge is power, after all. Okay, so the gold eyes are basically walking XP bags. Mist explains that most monsters are just total aggro machines, but a few normal ones can actually be friends. She mentions this old sage Anglin who was a legendary slime tamer. Sound familiar? Hattie's basically following in the footsteps of a legend. The failures are always the ones who make the best friends. Turns out the monsters are the ones hiding from us. Heroes in the past were basically spawn camping them for XP, so they all moved into the basement of the world. Now, 1/3 of all the gold-eyed monsters are living right here in these ruins. It's like an all-you-can-eat XP buffet if you're strong enough to survive the first course. Lore alert. Apparently, some evil element turned all the monsters into these aggressive gold-eyed versions. Mist is talking about sealing powers and gods, and you can see Hattie's brain working. He's realized that the shitty goddess didn't just throw him away. She threw him into a literal gold mine of XP. Thanks for the level-ups, lady. Pijamaru is just vibing, completely oblivious to all the evil element talk. Hattie's thinking about that old man Anglin again. The guy who wrote the book Hattie's been using. It's like these sages and slime tamers are the real MVPs of history, not those shiny heroes the goddess loves so much. Hattie's definitely joining the club. Wait, gold monsters, gold heroes. Is it just me? Or is the goddess obsessed with shiny things? Hattie is making a huge connection here. He remembers that golden aura from the S-rank students back in class. It's almost like they're two sides of the same coin. The goddess is basically playing both sides of the war for her own gain. Typical. Chapter 11 is here, and it's time for a reality check. We're checking in on the S-rank squad back at the castle. They look like they're living their best lives. But we know better. Hattie's over here wondering how they're doing while he's literally levels ahead of them. The contrast between his dark dungeon floor and their sunny kingdom is just insane. Boom! Look at that explosion. Kirihara is out here using Dragonic Buster. Like he's the main character of a whole different anime. He's totally showing off, blowing up skeletons like it's a fireworks show. It's big, it's flashy, and it's exactly what the goddess wants from her favorite little S-rank puppet. Honestly, it's a bit much. The fan club is loud today. Everyone's cheering for Kirihara like he's a rock star. He's so cool. He's so impressive. They're living in a bubble, thinking they're the strongest things in the world. They've got no idea that while they're playing hero in the safety ruins, Hattie is down in the real hell doing things they couldn't even imagine. Say hello to the Ego King. Kirihara is so full of himself it's actually painful. He's over here dropping these deep-sounding nonsensical quotes like, "If there's a problem, then the problem is misinterpreted." What does that even mean? He's the textbook example of a guy who thinks he's a god just because he got a shiny letter S on his status screen. Boss fight? More like boss slaughter. Kirihara is literally slicing through giant armored skeletons like he's cutting cake. He's got that, "I am the storm" energy. "I am stronger," he says, while shredding enemies that would give other teams nightmares. He's incredibly strong, sure, but man, he's also incredibly annoying about it. Pride comes before the fall. Kirihara. Level 24 already. Kirihara is just speedrunning this life. He's looking at his hands like he's discovering fire for the first time. The other guys are just standing there, realizing they're basic NPCs compared to this guy. He's not just the leader, he's the whole show. And he knows it. Enter the bruiser. Oyamata is the guy who skipped the tutorial and went straight for the smash button. He's got this crazed look in his eyes, like he's finally found the playground of his dreams. If one strike doesn't work, hit it till it's flat. That's his whole philosophy. He's using Barret to turn skeletons into dust. It's brutal, man. This guy is losing it. Oyamata is just spamming Barret like a button masher in a fighting game. More, more, more. He's literally screaming. It's not even a fight anymore. It's just a tantrum with a giant sword. You can see the madness in his eyes. This world is definitely bringing out the worst in some people. Look at that face. He's literally glowing because he leveled up. He's calling us all assholes and talking about how this world is not so bad. Translation. I love being able to kill things without consequence. He thinks he's the king of the world now. The ego on these guys is bigger than the dungeon itself. Switching perspectives. The Takao sisters are on the move, and they're not messing around. Itsuki is basically a lightning bolt in a ponytail. She's using Unlock 2 and Lightning Shifter to zip through enemies. No screaming, no ego trips, just pure high-speed execution. They're the real pros in this class. Itsuki's looking bored. She's like, "Isn't this a bit too easy? Girl, don't jinx it." But Hijiri, the older sis, is always there to keep her grounded. The smoother it goes, the more dangerous it is. That's some real-world wisdom right there. They're the only ones who seem to realize they're in a survival situation, not a vacation camp. Hijiri is the philosopher of the group. She's looking at everyone and seeing how changed they are. She even calls them former classmates. It's like she's already mourned the people they used to be. She's realized that this whole leveling up thing is basically a brainwashing system to make M love killing. She's way too smart for this goddess. Lore dump from Hijiri. She's basically saying the goddess has set up a system that rewards people for being monsters. It's a cult, flat out. Get your hands dirty, and the system rewards you. Itsuki is just staring at her like, whoa, sis is going deep. Hijiri's not just gaining levels. She's scouting the enemy, and the enemy is the one who summoned them. Politics time. Hijiri has everybody's number. Group 1. The I'm Better Than You squad led by Kirihara. Group 2. The Please Love Me squad led by Asagi. Hijiri's basically a one-woman intelligence agency. She's seeing all the red flags while everyone else is busy looking at their stats. She knows a disaster is coming. She just doesn't know when. The list continues. Group 3. The Leftovers led by Yasu. And finally, Sogu Ayaka, the S-rank who actually stood up for Hattie. Hijiri knows Sogu's in a bad spot because she wasn't a good little soldier. It's basically everyone for themselves now. The class isn't a team. It's a bunch of cliques with magic swords. Itsuki's such a loyal sister, but Hijiri's looking at the big picture. She's not just trying to survive. She's trying to solve the mystery. She's decided they need to make good use of their statuses to uncover the rot in this world. She's got this super intense look in her eyes. You know she's cooking up something big. She called him out. Hijiri is the only one who's still thinking about Hattie. She wants to know what happened to the E-rank who got disposed of. She's got that detective vibe going on. Meanwhile, Itsuki is frustrated because she thinks she's not getting stronger fast enough to help her sister. The stakes just got personal. Let's go, Hijiri. Sogu is level 5, but she's not happy. She hasn't gotten a special skill yet, and she's worried about the kids who are struggling. She sees the ones who can't kill, and she knows the goddess is going to have a problem with that. She's got that hero's burden, and it looks like it's weighing a ton. Hang in there, Sogu. Flashback time, and it's a nightmare. The goddess basically said, if you're useless, you're dead weight. She called it disposable. Sogu is absolutely horrified. She realized right then that being a hero isn't about saving people. It's about being a weapon. If you don't sharpen up, you get thrown in the trash. The goddess is a literal monster. Sogu actually begged for them. She told the goddess she'd do the work of 10 people if it meant the others could live. And that shitty goddess just smirked and said, wonderful proposal. She's basically exploiting Sogu's kindness to get more XP for her army. Sogu is carrying the whole class on her back right now. What a legend. The resolve is real. Sogu's face in this panel is just heartbreaking. She's terrified, but she's not backing down. I must get stronger. She's saying it like a mantra. She's determined to save everyone, even if it kills her. She's the only one in that castle who's actually acting like a real hero. Backstory. Sogu learned everything from her grandma. A total badass spearmaster. The whole with great power comes great responsibility vibe. But she's crying because she failed Hattie. She's seeing his face in her mind and it's tearing her apart. She's carrying the guilt of his disposal every time she swings her spear. So sad, man. She's beating herself up so hard. If I had more power. If I tried harder. She's blaming herself for Hattie being gone. That's why she's pushing so hard now. She's decided she's not losing anyone else. She's exhaling all that doubt and turning it into raw focus. She's becoming a warrior, but she's doing it for all the right reasons. Look at that attack. Sogu is literally a one-woman army. I won't let anyone die. She's screaming it to the world. She's not just killing monsters. She's fighting fate itself. This is the end of the volume. And man, what a cliffhanger for her story. While Hattie's building his power in the dark, Sogu is protecting what's left of the light. Game on. Sogu's at level 6, but she's still feeling like a basic build. She's got no special moves, just higher stats. But there's no time to worry about the grind, because someone just screamed like they're being eaten alive. The ruins just got real fast. Leveling up doesn't mean anything if you can't save your friends. Oh God. Sakura. This is brutal. Her hand is just gone. Sliced right off by one of those gold-eyed monsters. She's in total shock, just repeating it's gone over and over. This is the reality of the goddess's game. It's not a fantasy adventure. It's a horror movie, and the students are the victims. Chapter 12 is dedicated to the S-ranked hero herself, Sogu Ayaka. She's the one holding this whole mess together. While some heroes are out for blood and glory, she's just trying to keep everyone's head attached to their shoulders. It's a lonely job being the only one with a conscience in a world of killers. Sogu is jumping into action. She sees Sakura's injury and realizes they're in way over their heads. Retreat! She's screaming. The goddess definitely lied about the difficulty level of this dungeon. This isn't a tutorial. It's an ambush. Sogu's trying to get everyone out before the body count starts rising. Kashima is trying to play medic, but she's shaking like a leaf. Sakura's just crying, saying she wants to go home. It's heart-wrenching, man. They're just kids. Sogu is watching this and you can see the fire starting in her eyes. She knows if she doesn't stop this monster right now, nobody's going home. Sogu's going full noblesse oblige mode. That's a fancy way of saying since she's the strongest, she's the one who has to suffer for everyone else. She sees Kashima doing her best, but the monster is closing in. Sogu steps up like a true wall of steel. She's done being scared. She's ready to fight. Look at the size of that thing. It's like a tank made of bones. Sogu's getting right in its face, telling Kashima to get Sakura to safety. She's taking the heat so they can escape. This is what a real hero looks like. She's standing alone against a boss-level monster just to give her friends a chance to live. Pure class. Smash. Sogu just took a direct hit from that hunk of bone. She had to. If she moved, her friends were toast. But check her face, she's not panicking. She's thinking. She's hearing her grandma's advice in her head. Timing and a calm mind. She's looking for the opening, waiting for the perfect moment to flip the script. Training montage time. Sogu's grandma was the real deal. She taught her that the more weapons you can use, the better chance you have to survive. She's talking about the Kisaryu style, mastering everything from swords to scythes. Sogu was basically raised to be a one-woman weapon. Grandma knew this day was coming. Grandma recognized the spark. Sogu was always a natural. And now all that training is paying off. She's locking in. You can see the shift. She's not just a student anymore. She's a master of the Kisaryu style. She's found the technique she needs. It's time to show this pile of bones why she's an S rank. Time is slowing down. Sogu is using that secret energy flow her grandma taught her. The monster swing is looking like it's moving through molasses. She's found the opening. She feels her new stats kicking in, giving her the burst she needs. This is it, the moment the failure of a hero becomes the ultimate warrior. Boom! Shattered. Sogu just dropped the collapsing star helix spear. Like a nuke, the monster didn't stand a chance. It's just a pile of splinters now. Look at that impact, cracked earth, flying debris, and one very badass hero standing in the middle of it. Sogu just leveled the playing field. Don't mess with the spear master. Sogu's leveled up her brain. She's not just tanking hits anymore. She's parrying them. She's using the monster's own weight against it. It's like martial arts 101 but with S-rank stats. She's finally seeing the path to real power. She's becoming the hero everyone needs her to be. Sogu counts her lucky stars. Hijiri was there. She almost got caught in some serious crossfire. Hijiri yanked her back just as a massive light started building up. Someone's about to drop a massive attack, and it's not the monsters. The big guns are finally coming out. Kirihara is such a show-off. He just nuked the whole forest with his Dragonic Buster. It's like using a bazooka to swat a fly. And then he has the nerve to act all cool about it, thanking the sisters like they're just his backup dancers. He's got the power, but man, his personality is level 1. Hijiri said what we're all thinking, he's trash. She's totally unimpressed by Kirihara's little light show. She tells Sogu to keep her guard up, because in this world, allies like him can be just as dangerous as the monsters. Sogu looks like she might throw up. Welcome to the hero team, Sogu. Flash forward to the goddess's office. This place is way too fancy while people are literally losing limbs in the dirt. Vysis is playing the sorry teacher role, but you can tell she doesn't care. She's just looking at Sogu like a piece of equipment she's testing out. This lady is 100% SUS. The goddess is a master manipulator. She tells Sogu she did mostly okay, but then calls her out for slacking. Like, really? Sakura lost her hand. But then she's like, oh, I fixed it with my magic. She healed Sakura, but it feels like she's just doing it to keep her tools functional. It's creepy, man. She said it. The goddess basically said, I only save people who are worth the effort. She saved Sakura because she's a high rank, but she wouldn't lift a finger for anyone lower. She's literally doing math on people's lives. Sogu's face is pure horror. She's finally seeing the monster behind the crown. The goddess wants Sogu to join the A-team with Kirihara. But Sogu is like, nah, I'm good. She knows she can't vibe with a guy like that. She's starting to realize that being an S-rank hero means she gets to choose who she fights for. And it's definitely not Kirihara's fan club. The goddess is trying to guilt her. You're gonna let the world die? But Sogu isn't falling for it. She's standing her ground. I'll do it my way. She's basically declaring independence from Vysis's rules. She's gonna be a hero for the people, not for the goddess. Go on, Sogu. The ultimate threat. The goddess tells her they're sending the weak kids to the front lines anyway. She's basically saying, if they die, it's because you didn't protect them. It's so messed up. Sogu is crushing her spear in her hand. She's trapped, but she's not broken. She's determined to save every single one of them. Sogu's out of there. The goddess is still acting all sweet and innocent, saying she's got high hopes. But man, the air in that room was thick enough to cut with a knife. Sogu's probably just glad to be breathing fresh air again, even if she's carrying the world's worst homework assignment. Wham! The mask is OFF. As soon as Sogu is gone, Vysis goes full demon mode.
Shit ti brat.
That's what she really thinks of her S-rank hero. She is absolutely fuming. This lady isn't just a manipulator. She's a straight-up villain. If Sogu knew what was being said behind her back, man, it's about to get ugly. Back to our boy Hattie. He's just chillin' in the dark, eating some monster snacks and thinking about XP. He heard about the Skeleton King, and his first thought is, how much is that worth? He's not worried about status or goddesses. He's just focused on the grind. That's the mindset of a winner right there. Hattie's got a soft side. He sees the elf girl is absolutely exhausted. She's huffing and puffing, and she looks like she's about to collapse. He's telling her she needs to rest. It's cool to see him actually caring about someone after all the betrayal he's been through. He's a monster slayer with a heart of gold. She's scared to sleep, but Hattie isn't taking no for an answer. He's like, look, I won't bite. Just get some shut-eye. He's promising to be her alarm clock. It's a big deal for her to trust him like this. She's finally letting her guard down, and you can see how much she needed it. She finally laid down, but she's still twitching. Hattie's watching over her like a hawk. He sees how much she's been through just by how she sleeps. He's not just a killer, he's a protector. They're both survivors, and that's a bond that's stronger than any magic. Hattie's using his skills for good. He dropped a sleep spell on her just to make sure she gets that deep rest. It's actually kind of sweet in a dark fantasy way. Pijamaru is just vibing in the background. Like, yeah, she needed that. Hattie's taking care of his team. Wait, what's happening? The air is starting to shimmer. Hattie's like, what's the deal? It looks like some kind of illusion is breaking. The elf is glowing, and the whole room is getting weird. Something's about to be revealed, and Hattie is right in the front row for the show. She's who? The illusion breaks and boom. It's Serasu Ashrain, the literal VALKYRIE. She's like a world-famous legend. Hattie just realized he's been traveling with a superstar in disguise. This changes the whole game. The ruins just got a lot more interesting. To be continued. Baby,